So if we draw the table, we come to know that how many stars, how many spaces we need to print. So in row 1, how many stars are there? 5 stars are there. In row 2, how many stars are there? 1 space with 4 stars. In this row 2, 2 space with 3 stars. In this row 4, 3 space, 2 stars. In this row 4, 4 space, 1 star. So here, if I write spaces. So this is in first row, how many spaces? 0 spaces. How many stars? Stars are 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. If we are in row 1. In row 2, how many spaces? 1 space. How many stars? 4 stars. In row 3. So 2 spaces, 3 stars. In row 4, 3 spaces. How many stars? 2 stars. In row 5, how many spaces? 4 spaces. How many stars? 1 star. So if n is equal to 5, so we will be printing these many spaces and these many stars in each row. So this is row. For row, usually I am taking as variable I. For spaces, I am taking as variable j. For stars, I am taking the variable name as k when writing the program. So in row 1, how many spaces we need to print? 0 spaces. In row 2, how many spaces we need to print? 1. In row 3, how many spaces we need to print? 2 spaces. In row 4, how many spaces we need to print? 3 spaces. In row 5, how many spaces we need to print? 4 spaces. So this I can be written in general as j is equal to I minus 1. J is equal to I minus 1. I minus 1 means 0 to I minus 1. Now stars. So in first row, how many stars are there? 5 stars are there. In second row, how many stars are there? 4 stars are there. So if I take n is equal to 5, then this can be represented as k is equal to n minus I plus 1. N minus I plus 1. Here n is 5, 5 minus 5. 5 minus 1. I is 1. 5 minus 1 plus 1. So it remains 5 only. So we will get 5 stars. If we consider the second row. So n minus I plus 1. What is n? N is 5. 5 minus 2. What is 5 minus 2? 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So we will get totally 4 stars. So if n is equal to n minus I plus 1. If we are in the fourth row, that means 5 minus 4 plus 1. What is 5 minus 4 plus 1? It is 2. So we will get 2 stars. So now I will write the program. So first statement will always be as include stdio.h. Then main function, int main. So what are the variables we need? We need up to n. Then I is for counting the rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am using variable j for printing the spaces. I am using variable k for printing the stars. So first what we need? Printf, enter the value of n. Enter the value for n. That I am entering by using the scanf statement. percentage d comma address of n, address of n. Now I'll print a message, printf slash n, the reverse pyramid, the reverse pyramid. This is just a message onto the output screen. Instead of simply printing the reverse pyramid star, so I want to display along with the message, the reverse pyramid. Now I will start the logic. Start the logic for I is equal to 1. For I is equal to 1. So up to I less than or equal to n. I less than or equal to n. I plus plus. I plus plus. Now this is for counting the number of rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to less than or equal to n. So now we are in the first row. We are in the first row. In the first row, how many spaces are there? 0 spaces are there. In the second row, how many spaces are there? 1 space is there. So I will use the j loop for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to I minus 1. J less than or equal to I minus 1, j plus plus, j plus plus. So what I am doing here, I am printing just the spaces. Just leave a single space here, single space. Leave the spaces. So after printing the spaces, I want to print the star. So for printing the star, here I have taken the variable name as k. K is equal to 1, k less than or equal to n minus I plus 1. K plus plus, K plus plus. Printf, you print the star and leave one space, and leave one space. This is the space here. Leave one space. Now, after printing row 1, you have to print the next star, next line of stars in the next line. So for getting into the next line, we will use this statement printf slash n. Slash n will take our cursor into the next line. Next line. Close this for loop. Here we have started. This is the ending of the for loop. Ending of the for loop. Now, here you can print the return 0. Return 0. Close the program. Return 0. Close the program. Now the output. Enter n. Enter n. Say that I want to enter n value as 4. N value as 4. Now I am starting with row number 1. I is equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 4. Yes, true. Inside. Now j is equal to 1. J less than or equal to, what is the value of I? I is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Is 1 is less than or equal to 0? False. False means the space is not executed. Because 1 is not less than 0, 1 is not equal to 0. The space is not executed. So you will come to k loop. K is equal to 1, k less than or equal to n minus I. I value is 1. This is I, j, k. This is n. N is 5. We have started with 1. J is 1. It is false. Now k we have started with 1. Now n minus I plus 1. What is n minus I plus 1? 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 plus 1. So 5. K is equal to 5. So 1 less than or equal to 5. Printf star. So 1 star is printed. K plus plus 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Printf star. K plus plus 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. Printf star. K plus plus 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. Printf star. K plus plus 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. Printf star. K plus plus 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. False. False means printf slash n. The cursor will come to the next line. The cursor will come to the next line. Now after printing slash n, the control will come here, I plus plus. The I value will be 2. Now we are printing the second row. Now, second row. 2 is less than or equal to 5. 2 is less than or equal to 5, true. Inside, j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to I minus 1. What is I? I value is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 1. True. True means inside. So printf one space. So one space will be printed. One space will be printed. So the cursor will come here. The cursor will come here. Next, k is equal to 1, n minus I plus 1. What is n? N is 5. What is I? I is 2. I is 2. 5 minus 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So, k will start from 1, 2, 3, 4. When k will become 5, the condition will be false. So, how many stars will be printed? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When k becomes 5, the condition is false. Then it will come to the next line. Printf /n. The cursor is here now. The cursor is here. Now, I plus plus. I plus plus. Value of I. Value of I will be 3. Value of I is 3. Now, 3 is less than or equal to 5. Then inside, then I minus 1. What is I minus 1? 3 minus 1, 2. So, 1, 2. So, how many spaces are printed? 1 is less than or equal to 2, j plus plus. 2 is less than or equal to 2, j plus plus. When j becomes 3, the condition is false. So, by that time, you are printing 2 spaces. 2 spaces. 1 space, 2 space. The cursor is here now. The cursor is here. The cursor is here. Now, start printing the star. N minus I plus 1. What is n? N is 5. What is I? I is 3. 5 minus 3, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3. So 1 less than or equal to 3. True. So printf 1 space 2 space. I am printing star. Next k plus plus. 2 less than or equal to 3. Printf star. K plus plus. 3 less than or equal to 3. Printf star. K plus plus. When the value of k will become 4. 4. 4 less than or equal to 3. False. So printf /n. The cursor will come to next line. The cursor will come to next line. I plus plus. Now I value is 4. 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. True. Again start j from 1. 1 less than I minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. So how many spaces are printed? 3 spaces are printed. 1 less than or equal to 3. 2 less than or equal to 3. 3 less than or equal to 3. When j value will become 4, the condition is false. By that time 3 spaces are printed. 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. 3 space. Now next k. K loop. N minus I plus 1. 5 minus 4 plus 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So how many stars are printed? 2 stars are printed. 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. 2 stars are printed. When k will become 3, condition is false. Printf /n. The cursor will come here. The cursor will come here. I plus plus. I is 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. True. 5 less than or equal to 5. True. What? I minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. So how many spaces are printed? 4 spaces are printed. 1, 2, 3, 4. The cursor is here now. The cursor is here. Now k loop. N minus I plus 1. 5 minus 5 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So 1 less than or equal to 1. True. So how many stars are printed? 1 star is printed. K plus plus. K is 2. 2 less than or equal to 1. False. False means printf /n. The cursor will come to the next line. Now I plus plus. What is the new value of I? New value of I is 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. False. False means come outside of this for loop. Come outside of this for loop. Return 0. Close the main program. Main function. Now by that time our output will be this chart. So above I have printed the message. The reverse pyramid is. So here the message will be displayed. The reverse pyramid. The reverse pyramid. Instead of just printing the stars, I want to display along with the message. The reverse pyramid is below pyramid. Now I want to print the stars like this. starts like this in this pattern. So you draw the table. So now if n is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If n is 5, then if we are in the first row, how many spaces are there? 4 spaces are there. Then 1 star. If we are in the second row, how many spaces are there? 3 spaces are there. So now we are in the row 1, spaces and star and star. So in row 1, how many spaces? 4 spaces. How many stars? 1 star. In row 2, how many spaces? 3 spaces. How many stars? 2 stars. In row 3, 2 spaces. How many stars? 3 stars. In row 4, 1 space. How many stars? 4 stars. In row 5, how many spaces? 0 spaces. How many stars? 5 stars. How many stars? 5 stars. Now, spaces. How many spaces we need to print? So here 1, if n is 5 here, n is 5. We are in the first row. How many spaces we need to print? 4 spaces. So here I can write this one as I minus 1. I can write this one as n minus I. N minus n is 5. 5 minus 1. This I am representing this one as I, right? I. 5 minus 1 is 4 spaces. If you are in the second row, 5 minus 2 is 3 spaces. If you are in the third row, 5 minus 3 is 2 spaces. If you are in the fourth row, 5 minus 4 is 1 spaces. If you are in the fifth row, 5 minus 5 is 0 spaces. So if I use the formula n minus I, then I will print the spaces. Now stars. So first row, 1 star. Second row, 2 stars. Third row, 3 stars. Fourth row, 4 stars. Fifth row. So just I will use the, in which row you are present, that many stars you will print. That is the meaning of stars is equal to I. In program usually for spaces I am using J. For printing the stars I am using K. For printing. Now, as include stdio.h int main. So what we require? We require n. We require counting of rows. We require printing the spaces. We require printing the stars. I am using I, J, K. You can use your own variable naming. So what we require first? We require enter n value. Enter n. Scanf n. Scanf n. Now printf. You print any message. The pattern is Just I want to print that the pattern is the pattern. So now start from the row. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Now print the spaces. For j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to I minus 1, j plus plus. Printf, you leave just one space. Printf space. Now print the star. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to, for k, I am using k for printing the star. K less than or equal to I, k plus plus. So printf star. So when the condition will become false, you need to come to the next line. Then close the I loop. For I loop will be closed there. Now return 0. Close the main function. So enter enter n value. Enter n. N is 5. So this is a message displayed out to the output screen. The pattern is now I is 1. We are in the first row. J is equal to what here it is? N minus I. N minus I. N is 5. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1. 4 spaces. So 4 spaces are printed. 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 spaces, 1 star. If you start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, then star. Next, when j will become 5, false, you are printing 1 star. K less than or equal to I. I is 1. 1. Now printed slash n, you are coming to the next line. Next line, I plus plus. I is 2. I is 2. Now, n is 5. 5 minus 2, 3. So how many spaces are printed? 3 spaces are printed. 1, 2, 3. So now, I is 2. K is 1. 1 less than or equal to 2? Yes. Print star. Next K plus plus. 2 less than or equal to 2? Print star. When K will become 3, false. Come to the next line. Next I plus plus. I is 3. What is 5 minus 3? 5 minus 3 is 2. So how many spaces are printed? 2 spaces are printed. So here K is 1. 1 less than or equal to 3. 2 less than or equal to 3. 3 less than or equal to 3. When K will become 4, the condition is false. By that time 3 stars are printed. Printed slash n. You are coming to the next line. I plus plus. I is 4. What is 4 minus 1? 5 minus 4? 1. So 1 space is printed. When j will become 2, condition is false. So 1 space. After 1 space, what is the value of I? I is 4. So how many stars are printed? 4 stars are printed. 1, 2, 3, 4. When k will become 5, condition is false. You are coming to the next line. I plus plus. I is 5. 5 less than or equal to 5? True. Inside. What is 5 minus 5? 5 minus 5 is 0. So 1 less than or equal to 0? False. False means no spaces are printed. Directly will come here. Now k is 1. K less than or equal to 5. So 1 less than or equal to 5. True. K plus plus. 2 less than or equal to 5. True. K plus plus. 3 less than or equal to 5. True. K plus plus. 4 less than or equal to 5. True. K plus plus. 5 less than or equal to 5. True. K plus plus 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. False. False means come outside. So cursor will come to the next line. I plus plus. I value is 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. False. Come outside. Return 0. Stop the program execution. So by that time the output will be this pattern. This pattern. Like diamond shape. Now at least is it looking like a diamond? I want to print like this pattern. So this we have seen how to print this pyramid. This we have seen how to print the reverse pyramid. If you combine these two programs into one, then you will get this diamond shape, like this. You will get this diamond shape. Like this you will get. Now, I'll erase this one. Now we have written this one. 4 spaces, 1 star. 3 spaces, 2 stars. 2 spaces, 3 stars. 1 space, 4 stars. 0 space, 5 stars. Like this we have printed, right? So first I will write that code. So as include stdio.h int main int n comma I comma j comma k. So now printf enter N, enter N, scanner, address of N, address of N. Now, here just I will print a message, /n, diamond pattern, diamond pattern, diamond pattern. Now, first program means in the upper pyramid. How we have written upper pyramid? 4, if n is equal to 5, 4 space 1 star. N, I, J, K. If n is equal to 5, if n is equal to 5, how many spaces? We are in the first row, 4 space 1 star. We are in the second row. How many spaces? 3 space 2 star. We are in the third row. How many spaces? 2 space 3 stars. We are in the fourth row. How many spaces? 1 space 4 stars. We are in the fifth row. How many spaces? 0 space 5 stars. I am writing this one only for the upper pyramid. This one. This one. Now I will write for that first. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, I plus plus. Now, for j is equal to 1, j is equal to 1. Now, j less than or equal to. So, what is this say? How this one I am writing? N minus I. N minus I. K, how I am writing? I. The first row is there, 1 space. So, n minus I, j plus plus. So, printf. Just leave one space, only space here. Now, I am printing the star. K is equal to 1, K less than or equal to I, K plus plus. K plus plus. Printf. You print one star and leave some space, one space. So printf /n. Printf /n. Close the for loop. This is the above triangle. This we have already seen yesterday. Above triangle. Now, now I want to print the below triangle. I will print this below triangle. Below triangle. Now, how I will print below triangle? I will erase this one. Now, if this is there, we have already done up to this one. Up to this one, now we have to print only one. 2 rows are printed, we have to print only 1 row. If this is there, if this is the rhombus symbol or diamond symbol, we have printed already 3. Now we have to print how many? 2. How many? 2. Now if it is there, 4 are there. We have printed already 4. How many we need to print? We need to print only 3. We need to print only this one. This star. So now I will take I is equal to 1, 2, 3 less than n. I will not take up to n. Now it will come to know. Now reverse. Now 1 space 1 star. N is equal to 5. We shall consider n is equal to 5. So we have printed up to here. Up to here. Now I want to start from the below. So how the below will look like? The below will look like this. The below I want to print this one now. I want to print this one. I want to print the below pattern. Below pattern. So 1 space 4 stars. 2 space 3 stars. 1 space Now, 1 space, 4 stars. 1 space, this we have printed, this is above. This is above. I want to duplicate this one. I don't want to print this one as common. Again, I don't want to print star 5 stars. I want to print only 4 stars. So, how many spaces? 1 space, 4 stars. Now this one I am calling this one as first line. This one as second line. So, now how many spaces? 2 spaces, 2 spaces. 1, 2. Now, how many stars? 3 stars. 2 spaces, 3 stars. Now, in this third line, how many spaces? 3 spaces. 3 spaces, how many stars? 2 stars. 3 spaces, 2 stars. Now, when I am in the fourth line, how many spaces? 4 spaces, 1 star. 4 spaces, 1 star. I will not take 5 because 5 I am keeping this one as a common line. So, I will do up to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what is the formula for this? This is, what is the value of 5? That many spaces you are printing. Here, what is the formula for star? When you are in the first row, you are printing 4 stars. When n is 5, I am taking n as 5. So, this is nothing but n minus I. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. So, the formula for star is n minus I. I will write this for loop again now. Again to print the below pyramid, below diamond symbol. I will erase this one. So, now again I will start the for loop. For I is equal to 1, I less than n. I will take here less than, not less than or equal to, because I want to print only 4 rows. If n is 5, I plus plus. Now, print the spaces. For j is equal to 1, j less than. So, how many spaces we need to print? In which row you are, that many spaces you need to print. J less than or equal to I, j plus plus. Print a, leave 1 space. Leave 1 space. Now, how many stars we need to print? n minus I. n minus I. For k is equal to 1, k less than or equal to n minus I, k plus plus. Print a star. Print a star. So, after printing each row, you come to the next line by using the slashes. Now, return 0. Stop the program execution. Closing of main function. Now here I am taking less than or equal to. Here I am taking only less than. Now, enter n value, the output. Enter n. Say that n I am taking 3 because of less space. I want to print only 3. N as 3. So, we are in the first row now. For the top pyramid, this is for the top pyramid, that is for the reverse pyramid. Now, n minus I plus n minus I. So, how many spaces? 3 minus. If this is the output, screen. So, 3 minus 1. How many spaces? 2 spaces. How many stars? 1 star. So, 1, 2, I am setting star here. Next, I plus plus. Next, how many spaces? 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1 space. How many stars? I is equal to 2. 2 stars. 2 stars are printed. I plus plus. 3. 3 less than or equal to 3? True. n minus I. 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So, no spaces. How many stars? 3 stars. 1, 2, 3. 3 stars. I plus plus. I is 4. 4 less than or equal to 3? False. So, by that time, top pyramid is printed. Now this code for the bottom pyramid. Bottom pyramid. I is equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 3. True. So how many spaces you are printing? 1. 1 spaces. 1 spaces. N minus I. What is N? N is 3. What is I? I is 1. 3 minus 1? 2. So how many stars you are printing? You are printing 2 stars. 2 stars. You are printing 1 space and 2 stars. I plus plus. I is 2. 2 less than or equal to 3. Now, how many spaces? 2 spaces. 2 spaces. How many stars? N minus I. 3 minus 2? 1. So after 2 spaces, you are printing 1 star. 1 star. Print as flatten. I plus plus. I is 3. 3 less than or equal to 3. False. Because I want to print only 2 rows here. I don't want to print the star again. 3 stars. So 3 less than or equal to 3. False. So by that time, the output will be like this. The diamond pattern is the message. Diamond pattern. Diamond pattern.